Hey, what is up guys, this is Cob. Welcome to just a very, I don't know, kind of bog standard opening round to a match that's going to become absolutely ridiculous by its conclusion. This replay is submitted by Mr. Anubis, playing some cost control specialist with mixed chaff and a couple packs of sledgehammers for his opener, going up against just tarantulas and chaff on the other side of the field, with Mr. Hello on blue playing, oh god, he's playing Rhino specialist? Okay man, I would have thought we would have seen a more aggressive opener coming out from blue, to be honest. What with the tarantula action, you know that the rhinos are going to come down soon. Maybe some asymmetrical tarantula action, maybe. A little bit something like that, but goes for the standard and it works out for him well enough and puts Anubis, our protagonist in this story, on the back foot right away. Okay, man. Unit drop round on round 2. Phoenix is available. Farseers. I wonder if, yeah, Anubis is just going to go straight for the Phoenixes. I wonder if he's already planning the War Factory shenanigans, the War Factory Stampede strategy. Now we know, of course, with the power of hindsight, is on the horizon. Where, you know, if you're going to go for the War Factories and you're looking to produce just 1 billion units, just making sure that at some point during the game, you build some sledgehammers and at least like 1 pack of Phoenixes, then you can then, you know, grab like 1 or 2 techs on the Phoenixes, 1 or 2 techs on the sledges, get steel balls down, same thing, you know, and just prime the board for when the War Factories start to come down, which I have no idea when the War Factories start to appear. And round 2 begins with just more chaff on the field, and Anubis also opening into just more Phoenixes all up and on his top left corner. Also, an alright man. Blue also opting into the Phoenixes as well, by the way, so kind of just matching each other blow for blow at this stage, but the extra Phoenixes on the left side for Anubis maybe going to make the difference. Kind of relying on the sledgies to help deal with the chaff against Blue's crawlers all up and over here. Sledges is not the most efficient chaff clear. They can do an okay job, but it's very okay. Nothing all that impressive. And on the right side, it's going to be Blue that takes the victory. Phoenixes on the left would be doing okay, if not for the buildings going down. And so like a few fangs could be able to take care of business pretty much over there. Okay, man. Dude, the pressure's kind of piling on already. Not gonna lie here. It's a little bit nuts. A lot of damage steamrolling in. It's up to Anubis to kind of slow things down at this point. Somehow buy himself time to pull off just the ridiculous strat. Because frankly, building multiple war factories of any breed and investing in like 3-4 tech options into those factories, whether it's like carry style factories or just like unit production factories, like zoo factories I almost want to call them. It just takes a lot of time. It's like a huge supply sink. It's great if you can get it up and running, but oftentimes it's not to like round 7 or something. You even have the supply to think about doing something so crazy. Yeah. Okay, man. Meanwhile, we actually see tech come out on the sledgies. I actually don't mind this at all, to be honest. If we're going to go ahead and drop an extra couple packs of sledgehammers anyway. The mech rage reducing the reload speed, or rather, I guess, just speeding up the reload speed on these sledgies. More shots, faster, more tanks come down. They should do a better job now at taking care of the chaff. They do have to be a little bit careful about their movement speed. With Mech Ridge, they're going to push a little bit ahead maybe of the fangs. Get latched on right away, potentially by the tarantula. Not quite, but not far off either. Especially the level 2 tarantula on the far left side is going to take full advantage of that. Chunk through the tanks real quick. This might just be a lot of losing rounds in a row. Ooh, look at that though, never mind. Look how quickly we win the chaff battle now. I mean, I expected it to be an improvement. I didn't quite expect that. That said, the self-healing tarantula over here with the nano repair kit is going to prove to be quite problematic for these rank 1 Phoenixes to take down. These Phoenixes have kind of done nothing, actually. They're a mile away from rank 2, and therefore a mile away from being able to actually get this thing dead. Is this tarantula going to be able to protect these level 1 Phoenixes? Oh, not quite. Never mind. It's all good. Okay, so we are going to be able to tease out a round win before we head on into round 4, at least. Right, once building debuff wears off, yeah, no problem. For the level 2 Phoenixes, able to get the job done. Okay, not a staggering round win, but at least we stop the bleed. And alrighty. It's actually the Rhino drop round as well for Blue just now. Okay. Sticky Oil Bomb, Super Supply Enhancement. Are both players going to make the big confidence play here? I gotta say, man, for Anubis to go into Super Supply Enhancement after losing 2 of the 3 opening rounds and barely teasing out a win on the round after that. Ooh. Huge confidence players, man. From Anubis. He's feeling it, man. He's feeling huge today. What can I say, man? Meanwhile, at least the tanks with the nano repair also do get a rank 2 this round as well. That could actually be rather big. It's actually double nano repair kit coming out on each of the tarantulas as well here. And we're actually seeing tarantula tech invested in as well. I frankly can't remember if they had this last round as well, but I do like me some carry style tarantulas, man. Maybe we'll see a little bit of that come out from blue in this game. Meanwhile, a whole lot of extra late arrival chaff coming out as well, I should point out, for Anubis. But for now, just trusting in the tanks. Do we see some tech come out on the Phoenixes? Not yet. Just levels. So I gotta imagine that Anubis probably wasn't planning on going crazy War Factory shenanigans in this game. It may be a little bit of a bold assumption to make, but I don't think he's planning to do that right now. I think he's actually just planning on, you know, maybe some carry sledgehammer style. And by carry sledgehammer, I mean like range, maybe electromag or something, to like shut down tarantulas. Because we see no tech come out on the Phoenixes just yet either. Just a whole lot of chaff and not really a whole lot of room on the board to place a bunch of factories. Like maybe one here and one there, like just sort of in between the fangs, you know, because there's so much chaff spread all over the place. Anubis going into additional recruitment slots. And yeah, now Stormcallers come out just to help deal with the, something just to hit relatively hard, take care of these nerds. Also going to help to shut down the fangs as well, which actually see their second tech come out. And so carry fangs kind of being telegraphed a little bit by blue. Anubis responding to that nicely with the Stormcaller drops. Just a pretty good answer overall to the carry style fangs. Okay, man. So I wonder at what round Anubis decides to make the huge pivot. Ooh. The oil play coming down. I do like that. I do like the oil play, man. Oh my god, did Anubis actually just save like 700 supply there? I think he did. I think he did, man. Okay, I think that we're seeing the murmurings of something happening here, man. Okay, maybe this is the round where he says, you know what? Screw this, dude. Maybe it's next round the first factory is going to come down. The oil just to buy us a whole bunch of time over here. The oil also does the job of just threatening incendiary missiles coming out on the Stormcallers that don't have incendiary missiles as a tech option. Never mind, I take it all back. But I like the oil play when I have any kind of flame unit on the field or potential flame unit on the field. Just because it can make your opponent panic and do weird things and like try and place like barriers to try and stop the oil getting lit on fire and makes them sweat a little bit, you know, makes them second guess themselves. But looks like the Stormcallers are going to have the desired effect for the most part. As the building drops, the level 1 Phoenixes should be able to pick up the kill here. The Stormcallers stole it and got all of the experience. God damn it, man. We would have much rather had that experience go down on the Phoenixes, I'm pretty sure, but... Okay. Unit selection round. Sabertooth and... I guess that Sabertooth is getting sold, by the way. Kinda curious what Blue's gonna be going for. I mean, Blue could also just go like the Farseers himself or the Sabertooths himself. Like, and legitimately use them for the missile defense. And just double down on the carry fangs. Maybe that's something he could look to do. He's taking too long though, screw it. We're gonna check on, yes, this is the round. Okay, and we start to sell off what? To make room for these guys. You know what? Nothing. I don't think anything has been... Oh, something was sold. What do we sell? Something was sold, man. I just wasn't looking. Oh, would it be the Sabertooth? Of course, yeah, it was the Sabertooth from the unit drop round just now. I was thinking, man, did we start to sell off like some of the tanks or something just to make way for the big Chunguses, or the Chungai, rather, to make their first appearance straight away into efficient maintenance, by the way. I mean... If it wasn't obvious already with Sledgehammer production coming out on these guys, to Blue, that more factories are on the way, it's definitely obvious now. And okay, look at that little dinky bit of missile defense here, dude. Did he go anti-missile on the Farseers as well? He did. Which, you know what, Blue's just making quite a reasonable play here, just quite a well-reasoned, you know, just balanced, let's not panic, we're just playing a standard game of Mechabellum play. And then Anubis just comes out of nowhere and just like throws a dick in the salad, and it's like, we just don't know what's happening. We just don't know what's happening anymore, man. Factories are emerging. Spamming out the sledges, dude. Oh my god. And they're absolutely going to trounce this right flank. Not close. That said, the Phoenixes are our most dependable unit for killing off the enemy Phoenixes, so we have to be a little bit careful to keep these guys alive. Looks like our left flanking forces over here are going to close the gap on our army nice and quickly, which is a good thing for us. It means that all of these units here are just going to be a meat shield for the Phoenixes, which is what we really need. Oh, even the sentry turret goes down, man. Absolute brutality coming out from Anubis, man. Oh, the Phoenixes push a little bit forward. We do lose one of the Phoenixes there, man. Got to be careful of that. Finally, the Farseer is going to drop. That was by far the biggest threat at that point. Each of the war factories on like 10% health at this point. We are going to lose one of them at the least, but look at how many tanks it's produced, dude. Okay, man. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, alright, alright. I'm just reloading the rounds every now and again throughout this replay. Just every couple of rounds. In case you notice any like weird little jump cuts in between rounds like that. Just, I want to make sure that the replay doesn't fall out of sync or something. It is an outdated, expired replay. Because a patch went up on Mechabellum later on. Earlier on today. So I don't want to risk things falling too far out of sync. That said, double incendiary bomb coming down. Surely this incendiary bomb favors Anubis a hell of a lot more. Yet more unit production coming down. I think that's the steel balls coming out from the war factories as well. Yes, there it is, man. And also the steel balls are going to come down and just buy the mechanical division tech. And then we're going to place the steel balls off at the back as well. Okay. Alright, okay, never mind. They're just going to take point, I guess. That's also fine too. I guess keeping the factories from being tagged instantly from the Fangs is going to be a major, major concern of ours. Oh yeah, and this is actually Anubis's fire drop, slightly on his own side of the map. Yeah, I think that this is perfectly fine. You don't want to risk this being blocked at all by the shield. And frankly, if some of our units die to our own fire and flames on this far side, then that's fine by us. Meanwhile, we just don't defend at all against Blue's fire drop. I guess it doesn't matter, man. Our chaff die, well, we just send in the reinforcements, man. No problem, right? We're just sort of creating our own chaff here anyway. And the mech division of the steel balls should be doing a hell of a lot to stop. Ooh, some of the Fangs are going to get to connect to the first fortress though, and with that, the ignite on these guys is going to create extremely, extremely short work of that fort. Dude, I wonder if the tarantulas, like, if created en masse with armor-piercing bullets, might not be a really, really, really good sort of carry unit to just be, like, safe behind the carry Fangs for Blue. I mean, goddamn, the damage is racking up a hell of a lot already, dude. 500 health, we're a tickle away from death at this point. Basically, I can't afford to lose a single round now. Sandworm and Cell for Anubis, maybe? Is that, like, the most economically viable, just the quickest cash injection that we can get our hands on? Rank 4 Typhoon and Cell, maybe that's just a little bit better. Not quite sure of the math of that, to be honest. Meanwhile, more Stormcallers drop, high explosive ammo, chaff clear. Got it. Shields popping down all over the place. Also, it's the barrier fortresses that Blue opts into. Think this is fine from Blue. I mean, I'd be a little bit worried about the fortresses' shields just dying obscenely quickly to the factories, of which another now drops. We've actually got enough XP on one factory to pump out a level here. I really, really like the levels on the factories, man. As soon as they're producing units, it seems such high value. Because you're actually increasing all of the levels of the units that they're producing as well at that point. It's so efficient, man. But then again, maybe we're just going to end up going super, super wide, right? That's also a thing. Just zoo the opponent down, right? Hell of a lot of steel balls. The mech division does so much work in this build. The barriers are already starting to drop from the fortresses, to be fair. And even though we're going to lose left flank building over here, does it even matter? Just the sheer amount of chaff units that we are pumping out. I mean, that, yeah, we're going to lose one factory real quick. But what about second factory? Nay, what about third factory, man? Pippin would be impressed with this army loadout. And dude, we're still pumping units. The Phoenix production now fully online as well, by the way. No tech options picked up on the Phoenixes just yet. But I gotta imagine that, like, energy shield or something probably gonna come out on the Phoenixes at some point. Of all of the techs that you could pick up, I think that is probably the best in lieu of Phoenix Rebirth, which, of course, is great with any kind of War Factory Zoo build as well. Honestly, the high explosive missiles coming in And the Stormcallers getting a lot done as well. Anytime that they do connect, just pinging down those fangs extremely, extremely efficiently. And look at this, man. Even some of the steel balls are going to get to live. Sadly, we lose the War Factory before all's said and done, which means we're going to deal a lot less damage here than we otherwise could. But still, blue is sweating at this point. What do you actually do right now if you're blue, man? What do you do right now if you're blue, man? You're looking down at the board, right? At your salad. There's a dick in it. How do you actually navigate this situation, man? And you just got Anubis sitting across the table from you like this. Big shit-eating grin on his face, you know? What do you actually do to combat this at this stage, man? Acid crawlers? I don't know, scorpions? Maybe? For me, I think the answer would probably... I don't think I would have gone the barrier fortresses first and foremost. I would have went a unit that I could then just sell instantly. I like to think, it's easy to say with hindsight, but I love siege mode, range, acid on scorpions. You only need like 2 or 3 of them to just get some puddles of acid on the ground. Like 2 here, maybe 1 on this side. Maybe, you know? And you can be kind of fine. And then what, just mass invest in tarantulas with armor piercing? Or something? And then just hope to God that the tarantulas can kill off enough of the small units so that the war factories have to drive forwards into the acid. Something like that, maybe? I don't know, dude. That seems like a hell of a lot of supply to commit to that. I don't know if blue even has the time anymore to kind of pivot this army to do something like that. And it must be so torturous, dude. He's seeing Anubis sit at 500 health at this stage. Just gotta win 1 round, man. How hard could it be, you know? The oil's gonna come down, slow the factories down a hell of an old lot as well, but he has no fire and flames to actually activate this oil, so it's just gonna slow the guys down. That's it though, it's still just gonna be fine, right? Because the steel bolts are gonna push out ahead. The one war factory at the front getting caught out pretty consistently now every single round, but while it dies, the remainder of the herd of the Chungai appearing to live on pretty safe behind the wall of just constantly spewed out steel balls, which are just buying an extraordinary amount of time, dude. Once again, we're going to lose building on the far left side. Oh my god, dude. Okay, when they're able to connect on the factories, these just level 1 factories, they do die exceptionally quickly. So we do have to be a little bit spooked by that. Look at the amount of missile defense back here, dude. I just noticed that, man. I just noticed that. Oh, look at all that supply go up in flames, dude. Oh, man. Okay, so blue just has to kill. He has to kill at least one of these factories, right? Or he could actually be in trouble here. Like, of just death. Right? Well, he's not going to. Both factories are going to live with all of these mass-produced units. Is he just dead? From 2600 to 0? I mean, this is a disgraceful, frankly, amount of damage about to come in. Oh my god. Okay, not quite, man. Not quite over. We must have all kinds of levels on these factories now, man. Vulcan's Descent, maybe, for somebody to set the oil on fire? That could be a thing that either player might want to exploit. Blue decides not to. Frankly, I think he's an absolute madman. I think that could actually be very, very good here. He's going to go to Stormcallers with Electromag. Okay. Could Anubis get the read on this? Okay, he goes to fire in the flames on the Stormcallers as well, so that's basically Blue's entire round, right? Because another 100 supply is going to go on increased range. That's about it. Meanwhile, Anubis, the man knows exactly what he's doing. Just pumps more factories. Because obviously, you know, what else? Just trusting in the critical mass theory. You know what I'm saying? Alright, dude. Alright. Blue's got 400 supply left. I wonder if he's even going to bother investing in any missile defense this time. Didn't really do a whole lot for him last round. Well, alright, man. Alright. The missile defense is actually going to come down. I swear it's positioned a little bit too far back to actually meaningfully protect the front line. Gonna pay some real attention to that this time, but honestly, this is actually the Stampede round. The Fire in the Flames is gonna do a hell of a lot of work. But do we even have the firepower in Blue's army to actually kill these guys, man? Are we just relying on Fang Ignite to get the job done? One more factory goes up in flames. I mean, it's the same factory every single round, right? But Beyond that, okay, the electromag missile's also going to start to land in as well. But are there just too many phoenixes already in the air for this to even matter worth a damn? We've in essence got one Farseer and a couple of phoenixes right here for blue trying to shoot down all of these enemy phoenixes, which have just been piling out like crazy. We've still got 2 war factories up and producing as the last of the Stormcallers are about to fall as well over on this far right side. And you gotta imagine that's gonna be it, right? It's a rank 4 Tarantula against the world. It's just too many phoenixes, man, and these factories are still pumping. In fact, by the time this building dies, I'm pretty sure that like half the army is just going to be rebuilt for the side of Anubis here. They're going to lose building, but to what end? Oh my god, dude. It is a horrifying thing to face down. 7 zoo build war factories like this. How do you even deal with this build? Me, like I say, man, the Acid Scorpions, some Necron Scorpion action, siege mode, you know? Feels pretty solid, but then you got the issue of trying to kill off all of that chaff that the factories are pumping out. Oh my god. I think that the best strategy to win against mass war factory like this is to win before they can place the mass war factories. How about that, man? We'll leave it at that one. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all did enjoy this one, man. Thanks so much for Mr. Anubis for submitting just another absolutely ridiculous replay, not his first time appearing on the channel. And yeah, if you've got a crazy game of your own that you would like to have featured all up and on the channel, exploiting just a ridiculous, stupid meme strategy, preferably, then make sure to share that replay in the official Mechabellum Discord in the Share Your Replay channel. And there's at least an increasingly small chance that it's going to get covered on this channel, man. I've been very, very inactive recently. I do apologize about that, man. I'm trying to get back into the flow. Gosh darn it. And yeah, I'm going to catch all of you guys just a tad bit later, man.